Hi guys, I'm live. Let me do my hair. How you guys doing? Let me do my hair here. I got my wife of all people thought of the right song to do with the mayor. Um, on a Friday or Saturday at ET's. My wife thought of the song I should do with, because everybody knows that song. The mayor won't have to worry about learning one of my songs that he may have to put effort into, because everybody knows "We Will Rock You." So I'm saying this to the mayor. If you're watching or if you see this, Mayor, if we could just do "We Will Rock You" by Queen off News of the World 1977. Think about that and see what happens. Thank you very much. It was great talking to the mayor too. I keep talking about the song I want to do with him, but it was great talking with him. He's just a dude. That's all people are. My dad broke that into me. It's like I said before. I think I said that last time I was live. I've said this before, but my dad always put other people that were great in perspective for me, because I lived with my dad, and he was not only just a dude, he was not even necessarily a good dude. So there's that. Dude. Today, for some dumb reason. Now what? Coming in right. Plug in. Most of the words, and came home and wrote the rest of the words and recorded the music and my vocals. Original song called Trip. It's about a drug trip. Unlike Slash of Guns N' Roses, who said that something like "You're Out to Get Me" or one of their songs was about a walk in the park, not a drug trip. But I'm doing the opposite. I'm admitting it's a drug trip, and I don't do drugs, and Slash probably did, even though he said his was about a walk in the park. I say mine is about drug trip, but I don't do drugs, and I think he did. I knew a guy that knew Slash in the 90s, and the guy told me that Slash never said no to a needle. That was his policy. If he offered him a needle, he'd take it. Oh, and Slash's real name is Saul Hudson, Saulhudson. And Mick Mars's real name, the guitarist for Motley Crue, is Bob Deal, Bobdeal. Fact about the song Trip, all the chords are the Wiseman chord in the whole song. So it has that in common with Crash and Burn also. Wiseman chord, I'll go on about the Wiseman chord again. It's a 5-note chord. The root is on the 6th string, and you just play If it's an E Wiseman chord, it's the root is on the 12th fret. I mean the sixth string 12th fret, fifth string 11th fret, fourth string 12th fret, third string 12th fret, second string 12th fret. So it's almost a straight bar, but it's not because the fifth string is down a fret from the other four notes. It's the same fingering as a fifth string root ninth chord, dominant ninth chord. You see the same fingering on with the sixth string as the root, and it no longer becomes a ninth chord because the intervals are different when you change sets of strings. So it's a fingering pattern of a dominant ninth chord if you played it on the fifth string as the root, but as a sixth string as the root, it's the Wiseman chord, and the Wiseman chord is a complete dominant seventh chord with an added sharp nine. So that makes 5 notes because the dominant seventh chord has 4 notes. You add the sharp nine, that's 5 notes, and that's the 5 notes in a Wiseman chord. You don't play the only string you don't play in a Wiseman chord is the top high string. The rest of I think the Wiseman chord is like the Hendrix chord and like the ninth chord, but it's cooler than the ninth chord and thicker than the Hendrix chord. I'm sorry, but I believe that. A ninth chord doesn't sound that good. The Wiseman chord sounds better. But a Hendrix chord sounds a little thin. The Wiseman chord sounds ballsier and meatier and thicker to me. So I'm not faulting Hendrix or the ninth chord, but I'm saying the chord had not been invented until I thought of it, and maybe that was the lost chord they talk about. I don't know. I'm not claiming that because I'm not sure what they mean by the lost chord. But the Wiseman, it's hard for me to get copyright problems because I'm literally the only one or the first one to play the Wiseman chord. So if I play a song that someone says sounds like somebody else, if I ever write one like that, and I use the Wiseman chord, it would be hard to say that I took that, but I don't. If I didn't make it, I don't put it on my channel unless I say it's this and this, and I document that. If I'm going to do karaoke or if I'm going to do someone else's song, I say that. If I don't, it's my stuff. That goes for the jokes too. When I make a joke and I'm talking about trying stand-up comedy, if it's not my joke, I don't say it. So there's that too. Oh, I got a comment about something. I unhid Pudge from my channel. They can call it unblocked, but actually the word is unhid. He was hidden. The moderator hid him from my channel. I unhid him when he gave me $200, but it was the moderator's idea to do that as well. He told me to unhide him, and I didn't even realize he was hidden. But I did what the moderator said. The moderator wanted me to unhide him as well, so he gets credit too. We unhid Pudge, Knob Gobbler, aka Making Fun of Business, from my channel, because someone that gets me out of a mess like that and helps me able to stay not only in my home but in my studio 666 here, there's no reason to hide him. I'm sorry. I mean, he can say all he wants. He can slam me. He can do mock me. But at the end of the day, he's part of the reason why I'm even still in Marietta starting next month. I'm gonna still be in Marietta next month. So I love you, Pudge, as a brother. Thank you so much. And by the way, that's Christian love, because the Bible doesn't say love your friends. It says love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. So if he's my enemy and he like it. Oak Johnson does it a lot. It's called the dominant scale, but it's a mode of the dominant scale. The dominant scale is interesting. It's all the notes in the dominant ninth chord, but there's 5 notes in the dominant ninth chord, and there's five notes in the pentatonic scale. So all the dominant pentatonic scale is all the notes of the ninth chord, dominant ninth chord, played as a melody. That's not too hard. Yeah, that's it. and he goes, he'll play a minor pentatonic scale, but then he'll play a mode of the dominant pentatonic scale to replace that, and then go back and forth. Like this. It's got a really cool Eric Johnson type of tone to it when you do that. He's not just a dummy that only knows 5-note scale, and that's it. That's all he does. He does the dominant pentatonic scale too. I'm just starting to do that myself, and I've been playing a long time. So hats off to Eric. Hats off to the moderator for getting me to slow down a little sometimes and play expressively, because when you slow down, it not only gives the listener contrast between playing slow and playing fast, which makes you sound faster when you're actually playing fast because it's contrasted to the slower stuff. It gives your hand a chance to rest, so when you do play the faster stuff, you're actually faster because your hand's been resting, not just going. To make up for it. So I forgot some stuff on my first instruction video. I forgot a couple things, and I'm sorry. Let me go over them now, if it's okay with you guys. It's alternate picking, not alternate picking. It first of all, the sweeping is when you have. I'm going to the mini sweeps that make economy picking is when you go down, up, down, down, up, down, down. Sweeping to the next string rather than alternate picking strictly. Let me explain that. It's down, up, 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 down, up. That's strict Paul Gilbert style alternate picking. Whereas Frank and Molly's economy picking would be down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, sorry, down, up, down, up, 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 down, 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 up. I prefer Paul, and not only that, it's easier, so it doesn't sound as challenging. But Paul's way actually sounds better. Thanks gets you out of a jam when you don't feel like doing outside the string picking. You know, sometimes strictly you have to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But what if you just feel like going down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down? Sometimes you want to do Paul Frank's way just to be easy, just to make it easier. So wrong, and it's not one way all the time for me. It's whatever way works, and know both ways, and do what sounds good and what you can pull off technically, whatever you're doing at the same time. But also, there's another thing I didn't do in my in partial electric guitar. I did not talk about subdivision of beat when it comes to alternate picking. There's two primary ways of doing it. There's triplet feel and there's 16th note feel. So 16th note feel is 4 notes per beat, or 8 notes per beat, or 16 notes per beat, whatever, a multiple of 4 or 4. So it would be like this. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Triplet triplet feel is 3 notes per beat, or triplets, or it could be 6 notes per beat, a multiple of 3, 9 note, whatever it is. That sounds more like this. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1. The triplets are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's a different sound and a different way of playing. So you have to be aware of both those and choose which one you want to do and be consistent and do it well and right. Here's the triplet. I probably do triplets too much. I should do more 16th notes, but then again, they're both valid. No, it's not one right and the other one wrong. It's just whatever works at the time and whatever you feel like doing. My haters are going to say, "Bow, it's a good thing he didn't call it total electric guitar because he just admitted he forgot something." LOL. You don't want to do a video called Total Electric Guitar and then say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot something." It wouldn't really work as well, would it? Anyway. my life. I'm going. I think I got paused. I got paused for a second. I think. I don't know why. Said keep rockin', bro. I just happened to see that comment. Thank you to whoever said that. Appreciate that. They used to say in the 80s, and I agree, a whammy bar should be able to go up a fourth in pitch. So from a C to a C to an F. Fourth. So whammy bar's in good shape. Rather the guitar's set up well for the whammy bar to work well. Is more like an accurate way of saying that.